ladies and gentlemen!
I'm David.
I'm Haley, and it is a Sustainability Saturday.
All right.
My favorite day of the week.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Not only do I love sustainability, but I love Saturdays.
There you go.
So I am going to ask David, this seasoned engineering veteran, what sustainability means to him. So.
Well, I think it's pretty much like you look up in the dictionary. I mean, you need things that are going to always be there or replenish themselves, resources replenish themselves, and so just what the dictionary would say, it's sustainable over a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Considering the future needs.
Right. Take a very simple example. Take food. We want to eat every day. And so we need food sources that will always be there, are replenishable, and that we'll have them available to us.
Absolutely.
And it's no different with, industrial things, with infrastructure. It's the same.
Pavement, yeah.
Yeah, we just need them to always be there, or a suitable or better replacement to always be there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, so David, what are your personal opinions on sustainability?
Well, it just seems so obvious. We just can't keep doing things that are damaging to the world, to the global world. We're all global citizens. We need to respect and be responsible for that. We can't just use this up because we want to, or
because we don't have to deal with it
yeah,
right now.
that's right. Or let the next generation deal with it, or generations in the future deal with it.
Move to Mars.
Yeah,
which isn't a bad idea, but not because we're going to ruin our planet.
Yeah, but the whole 2 degrees centigrade thing. Do we believe that? Well, yeah, we went from the ice age to where we are today. So there's some tangible evidence that there's a warming going on. 99%
of scientists have come to the consensus that climate change is real.
Yeah, and that I grew up near the Chesapeake Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an island in the Chesapeake Bay named Deal Island. And it's a subculture. It's sort of isolated. The people that live there or have always lived there, and it's not a lot of infusion of different things. So that's one issue. The other issue is it's dropping below sea level.
Like the city or the town?
The whole island is going to be submerged because mean sea level has raised 8, 9, 10 inches, whatever it is, and it's maybe 2 feet above mean sea level, and so it's going to be pushed out of existence, possibly in my lifetime.
It's like Venice, New Orleans. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and does that make me sad? I don't have any relatives there. I really don't even know anybody there. But does it make me sad? Yeah, it makes me sad.
Yeah.
It makes me very sad.
Of course.
To think about that this piece of land, in this case, will go into extinction. Yep.
All these people's livelihood is...
Yeah, they're crabbers, they're people that dig oysters out of the bay, and that's their heritage, their culture, and it's going to be gone.
Yep. It's so devastating.
Yeah, it's just terrible, and so if I can do anything to prevent that, I will. Yeah.
So how can you see sustainability move more specifically the concrete construction industries?
Well, I think we're trying to make steps in that direction. They're baby steps, but our good natural aggregate sources are gone. Mm-hmm. And we know that. That's not a theory. That's not. We know that. And so we're trying to reuse now some of the previous stuff. We're trying to recycle concrete, both as road base and as aggregate into concrete. And that's a good thing. That's a circle of life now for concrete.
And there's tons of good aggregate inside broken up pavements.
Absolutely. I really believe a lot of the recycled is better than what we can dig out of the ground. Yeah. There's a few subtleties to it. We've got to deal with the powders and dust and whatnot, and they cause more moisture. The moisture in the mix has to be adjusted a bit to account for that, and sequence has to be adjusted a bit. But is that a big deal? No. We can figure that out. Yeah.
Either figure it out or tear down mountains.
Yeah. It's that we can figure that out. We can make what we have, use it again. it's doable.
Yeah.
And so I think, yeah, the concrete industry, I think it has a very high potential,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
because it's doing so.
That's why I love it.
Because it's doing so little now. But has a very high potential to come to the table and really help solve these problems. And I think other areas that we work in here is the making the cement more efficient.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So if we need less cement, it takes away from the carbon contribution, because cement is a high contributor to the carbon load.
5%.
Yeah, you hear even higher numbers.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen as high as 7 and 8, and it depends on where you are regionally. I mean, some of the regions are higher than others, and so 5 is probably a worldwide average. 5%, that's a lot, you know. If it was my bank account, I'd be really happy about that.
Right? Yeah. Well, not me, I don't, but yes.
You know, but if it's the opposite, if it's the interest that I'm paying, I'm not so happy about it.
Nope.
And that's
Yeah.
what it is. It's interest that I'm paying on
That's a
the
good way to think about
the
it.
world's sustainability. You know, people understand interest on money. They understand credit card charges, and they understand savings accounts. And so everybody understands this. It's not, there's no basic level you have to explain to people about that. They just simply get that.
Yeah. Because it personally affects them.
It personally affects them. And, you know, we've lived where we live now for 11 years. And I believe we're going to have more snow this year than we've ever had in the last 10 years. And is that cyclic? Maybe. But, you know, I think things are beginning to happen that fast.
Yep.
That used to be, you know, we talked about the cave people and, you know, the primitive cultures, and now we see changes within a lifetime.
Yeah.
And
It's so sad.
yeah, we just really have to rein back on that. I mean, if every person will do a little,
Yep.
it'll be a lot.
Every little step counts.
You know, every little bit's going to add up to be a lot. If billions of people do something, a little something.
I heard this quote and it was, you can't do all the good the world needs, but the world needs all the good you can do.
That's an excellent quote.
Yeah.
That's right. That's exactly right. So if everybody does just a little bit, just something they can do, they don't have to go way out of their way, just something they can do fairly easily.
Yep. I'm actually going to make a video next Saturday on zero waste or low waste lifestyle tips. It's not necessarily concrete related, but if 60 people watch the video and make a tiny adjustment to one day, then...
Yeah, I mean, look at plastics in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Can we make a dent in that? Well,
Yeah, we can. It's
we
amazing.
can. We
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can make a contribution to that.
Yeah.
So, and I plan to.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, David. This
You're
was great.
welcome.
All right. Well, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ding that bell for notifications. Go Concrete!
Beat asphalt.